So, hi, I'm back, and I'm gonna talk to you why I have not been able to post for a long time again. But we gotta do two things. Number one, I need to do some shopping, and number two, let's do some music. Sounds good? I hope you're okay with it. Let's go. So now, do you see the beautiful weather here? 3 days ago, maybe 4 days ago, it was snowing for like 4 days straight. And then, I think before it or after, I don't remember the dates exactly, we had like 2 days of incredible, insane rainfall, and now it's sunny. This city is a little weird. So let me try to explain why I have not been able to be here. So let me attempt and explain. Oh my God, sun is insane. The reason I have not been able to be making videos or posting anything, and I need to be a little careful about my phrasing and about my wording in order to avoid any kind of a difficult situation or make any bad situation worse. Actually, let's head into the university and have a little something warm to drink and talk. This goes down. All right. Now, let me explain to you the very, very unfortunate series of events that I've had to go through. As you can see, there's nobody here in the university, which means I think I told this in a different video, but the system here in France is that you have 6 weeks of studying and then 2 weeks of vacation. This is, I believe, the third 2-week vacation since my arrival here, I believe. I could be wrong here. And the first 2-week vacation, I was looking for a house. The second 2-week vacation, I had COVID. Very lucky. And this is the third one, and there's nothing very wrong at the time of recording this, which is a couple days into the vacation. All right, let me explain. So, immigrating to another country, usually, sorry if my leg just hit the table. Immigration to another country means you need to be essentially dealing with a lot of new and sometimes uncomfortable realities. Some of them are psychological. You have some mental identity of who you are, of what your capabilities are. You kind of live inside this bubble, and then when you arrive to a different country, you realize that, well, some of those images you've made of yourself, or you had made of yourself, were not correct. This is not that. I don't have issues with being wrong. I'm wrong all the time. The second issue is you need to learn the bureaucratic system, the banking, insurance, university, the transportation, all of that. This is where things got a little iffy for me, if you will. What I mean by iffy is we needed to, well, you need to have a bank account here, right? You need to have a bank account everywhere you go, which is usually a 2-hour process if you are from here. If you're not from here, it could be a couple of days. But if you're not from here, and if you're from one of the places in the world that the world kinda doesn't like, it exacerbates the problem. And sadly, I attempted at opening my bank account. I think it was early February. I'm gonna say maybe February 1st or January, like 27th, 28th. It was very early on in the university, in my arrival's time. And today is April 13th, and I still have issues with my bank account. because of 1,000 different reasons. One of them is the thing I cannot control, which is my place of birth. And like I said, I need to be very politically correct here in order to not create any problems, just in case. It's been not really easy dealing with all of these things. There is a language barrier sometimes. I speak French, I think, fluently, and they understand me and I understand them. But the problem is some of the more technical wordage sometimes eludes me, and it creates a little bit of a hand gesture linguistics instead of like usual wording and conversations. And of course, everybody knows, everybody told me that when you want to immigrate here, there's going to be a little while of adaptation. I need to adapt with everything here. I don't know. It's been almost 4 months here. They say the first 6 months is the hardest period of time. So I guess I'll be seeing this situation in 2 weeks. And I have issues with my current place of residence. Issues I'm not going to get into because there are not things I can't change. There are just things I need to come up with or just let go and see what happens. And I've tried to do a little bit of both. And these are the reasons why I have had so much, or maybe, I don't know, maybe I should have made videos about them, and talking about them into a camera could have been a kind of a therapy for me, since I don't have any friends here that I can like regularly speak with and tell them. Sure, there are friends here, or I know people here, but like it's not like the old days back home, you know, where 20 different people were like a phone call away just to hang out and just to talk. It's not been easy for me. The machines just went crazy. And I'm gonna leave this part of the conversation at that. I'm sorry if I was not able to post anything specifically musical since my last video, because well, the concert was apparently moved to a different date, which is I think June 17th, if I'm not wrong, which is a couple months away from now, which incidentally matches a 6-month window. Could be that could be a finale here to this great epic we're writing. Now, I need to do some shopping since I'm essentially out of things to eat, more or less. I'm gonna go home after the shopping, and I'm gonna pick up my guitar, and I'm gonna show you something super cool. All right? Maybe I get some B-rolls here for the shopping. Maybe I'll see you at the cool place that I'm gonna show you. All right? Let's go. I did not film the shopping process because I don't know, it felt a little weird. Did the shopping though. I'm headed home, which should be, I'm gonna say probably 4 minutes. I'm gonna pick up my guitar and we are gonna go to a very interesting place. Yeah. In a weird way, I kind of feel guilty about not filming anything in this past few weeks because honestly, if I had filmed this area that I'm walking in right now, which is like a, I don't know, it's like a commercial space / parking lot. And if you had seen like the height of snow and rainfall, and now with this sun, you probably would not believe that this is the same. This is the same place. Kind of cool. And I think, you know, when I was leaving my house, a neighbor told me that I'm gonna feel a little warm because I was wearing like an overcoat, and I said, nah, it's okay. I don't feel like that. But I think he might have been right. In that case, I might ditch the overall and overcoat and wear something less warm. Oh, see this? This is a crazy wind, which actually has a very interesting kind of a wind type. I'm gonna tell you in a second. Let me just cross the street. So there's this phenomenon here, which, if I'm not wrong, by its naming, I think in French it's called tempête de sable, which essentially translates into a tempest of sand, so a kind of a sandstorm. But it's not like the typical, you know, sandstorm you could imagine. It's essentially wind carrying sand. Well, that part is kind of the same, but it's not like the orangey thing you see in movies and everything. It's actually, I think it's carrying sand, if I'm not wrong. The wind is carrying sand from Egypt, and we are very close to the Alp, like mountains, and it hits the mountain and it falls down, and so for like 45 minutes everything is orange and then everything is back to sunny. Is it the same thing as a sandstorm? The typical sandstorm? I don't know. Home. Let's do the thingy thing and then leave.
Vous pouvez entrer.
Clothes changed. Guitar on my back. We are leaving to a super cool place. I'm sorry about the sound of the construction building behind me. Do you see that massive building that's stretching from here to here? We're going past that, a little to the right, to a specific park, which is not really a park, honestly. It looks like a garden, and it's called, I believe it's called Parc de la Citadelle, which essentially is Citadel Park. And I'm kind of curious because the last time I went there, it was so heavenly. There was nobody there. There's a river-ish thingy moving in between it. There's a lot of swans and cats and dogs. It should be a good time, fine time for making music. There are 2 issues right now, maybe 3. One of them is that I have not touched my guitar in over probably a month. Shame on me. The second one is I have never tried, playing in front of, well, not in front of, I mean in a public place. In the old country, it is kind of against the law to have an instrument out in the public. It's a law. I don't want to argue that. And thirdly is how can I film and record, like good audio, since this is gonna be a music focused video. I don't know. We're gonna have to improvise, as we always have. I should have thought about the audio thing though. I mean, I have my microphone and my audio interface and everything, but it's back home, and ouch, I don't feel like carrying. I don't know if I can carry it with me. I should technically be able to, since I have a laptop. You know what? This is gonna be the idea for next video. I'm gonna see if I can produce and record a fully fleshed song, maybe with guitars and vocals. It's gonna be a thing. So we're past the big building. That's the other side of the building. Now we're going. I don't know if you can see it there. There's a little house thingy there, like an entrance, and we're gonna go there. Basically, these trees that you're seeing right there in front of you, that's the whole park, like the entrance of the park. That thing is massive. So this should be a fun and a half to see if we can do something in it. All right. I think we're gonna go through that gate, the orange gate, if you can see it in the video there. If not, I'm gonna get close to it anyway. So there, can you read it? It says Parc de la Citadelle. We'll zoom in. That's where we're headed. As you can see, today is Wednesday, and it's like 3 p.m. right now. This place should be crowded, full of people. I mean, there are people there, but I think they're there because of the football field and like the gym situation there, since they're all children. I don't want to film children, but this place is unreal for me, coming from a very, very metropolitan area in the world. Let's get in there. Let's get in the park. That's the entrance to one of the entrances. There's like 3 different entrances to this place, and we're gonna go with the most cinematic one. We're gonna go through this one because it reminds me of that scene. I don't know if you've watched the movie franchise John Wick. And this is like that park where they meet in the second movie, I think, before he becomes excommunicado. And that's kind of look like that in like the New York park. I think it's New York park. So this is if the eye dynamic range kicks in and focuses on the outside. You can see that this place is kind of weird, really weird. And there we go. Now, as you can see, this place is huge, and we're gonna find a quiet place. We're gonna, unpack my guitar. I'm gonna see if we can make some music. Maybe if we can film something would be cool. That is a cool river I told you about. I think if we continue the river by that way, there's gonna be like swans. Not sure. I saw swans once. Okay, I cannot find a quiet place to just go and chill and hang out, but I think I'm gonna, because it's super sunny out, and usually the shady places, not the shady places, the places with shades are occupied here. I'm gonna see if we can go down that route and find a less crowded area, hopefully. I see potential in that chair there. I don't know, let's see if we can make it there, no problem. My search has not been complete or successful yet. I mean, there's a lot of chairs and benches and places to hang here, but they're super sunny. Like, sun is directly on them. I found a nice place, but the clouds that were casting shadows over the place just decided to go away for some reason. So I'm looking for a different place right now. I don't know what happens, but if it doesn't happen, I guess we're gonna go with the sunny route, which again is not a bad thing, definitely, but I kind of don't want sun in my face right now, if possible. I don't know how much of the crazy coloring can the camera capture. I usually apply the color filters on my videos. I'm not gonna do that on this video, because if I did, it would look like this. But the reality is this. And I think I'm gonna keep this one completely uncolor corrected or anything. Maybe it's a good test of see how far I can push this camera. It is aging very, very aggressively. This is a phone that was all the hotness like 7, maybe 8 years ago, but it still gets the job done. I have not been able to successfully find the location. Maybe we just hang out at a tree with a shadow. All right, I think I might have found a place. I also made a friend. Someone just saw me with a guitar and started asking some questions. He left to do something, but it was kind of cool. All right, let's see if we can do something here. I can't even put the damn. So what's the strategy here? What are we doing here? We are, hold on, let me connect the tuner on top of the guitar head, and let's see if we can put this here because of sun. I'm gonna sit here and let's see if we can make some musical sound. I think the angle is acceptable, and I'm gonna put the mask away. I'm gonna put it here on my guitar cover. Let's see if we can make some music happen, all right? It's almost sunset now. I think. In here playing and chilling for a while. I've met a couple friends, but I didn't think it was appropriate to film because I was talking with them and we were like hanging out because they saw a guitar on my back and they're like, I think they're high schoolers. They were high schoolers and we just talked about, I tried to like engage them in a musical conversation to like properly, hopefully influence them to follow the music because one of them really wanted to be a singer. Wasn't a very interesting day, and I'm gonna start packing. And I think, all things considered, today was really not a bad day. Really not a bad day. As you can see, it's almost sunset now, and people are gathering to chill and play. I have no idea what this game is, and I'm about to walk home. It's been a very fruitful day. It's been fruitful because of a couple different reasons. First off, the last time I touched my guitar was probably over a month ago, maybe even more. And this was something I really needed to do for quite some time. And with that out of the way, I think hopefully I'll be able to play more music because, you know, when I traveled here, I traveled with my ideas, with a plan, well, with an immigration plan, and with my guitar, and that's it. Some of my plans have been fruitful, some of them have not been fruitful. And that means I need to at least follow the musical ones. Hopefully this video has been cool if you're still watching. I had a ton of fun today. I'm not sure if I was able to capture all of it in video, but it was good. It was fine. I'm headed home now to have something to eat, enjoy my day, and see what happens. All right? And these guys are gonna go for a run. They're all running a tire and everything. All right. Peace and ciao.